A woman in Michigan has been convicted for defrauding pharmaceutical companies of $65 million. To the great relief of parents everywhere, Moderna may be closing in on a vaccine for RSV. And an exciting new breakthrough means that we might be able to predict the risk of lung cancer up to 6 years early using artificial intelligence. These are the stories we'll be covering on This Week in Healthcare Tech. Hello, and welcome to This Week in Healthcare Tech, where every week we bring you the hardest hitting news from the intersection of healthcare and technology. First up, we have the incredible story of Susan Barrow, a 23-year-old Michigan woman who's been convicted of perpetrating a multi-year scheme to defraud pharmaceutical companies of $65 million. Many drug makers have coupon programs that are meant to help pay the high costs of certain prescription medications. Ms. Barrow and her accomplices conspired to create fake patients with fake prescriptions from fake pharmacies. Then they submitted these prescriptions to the coupon programs of numerous pharmaceutical companies. When the coupons were redeemed, the group kept the money. The scheme was complex and sophisticated. The conspirators used real doctors' credentials for the prescriptions and worked hard to make sure that the addresses of these doctors, the fake pharmacies, and the fake patients were all geographically close to each other to avoid arousing suspicion. Her trial is set for May of this year, and the maximum penalty for wire fraud is 20 years in prison. Next. Every flu season, parents across the world watch closely for signs that their children have contracted RSV. But the respiratory infection is also particularly dangerous for adults over 65. According to the CDC figures, RSV kills somewhere between 6,000 and 10,000 people in this demographic annually. For years now, there's been a race to create a vaccine for RSV without much success, but on Tuesday, Moderna announced that its product is showing promising results in tests. According to the statement put out by Moderna, phase 3 trials of their vaccine have been 84% effective in preventing adults over 60 from contracting diseases that affect their lower respiratory tract. This success is pressuring other vaccine developers to pick up their pace, with both GSK and Pfizer responding by requesting FDA approval for their RSV vaccines. Experts believe that the FDA will reach a decision later this year. Finally, a new AI tool may hold promise for early detection of lung cancer. Researchers at MIT have developed a deep learning model which is able to predict lung cancer risk up to 6 years in advance. The model bases its predictions on low-dose compute tomography scans, which use radiation to create a full picture of lung tissue and thereby allow clinicians to assess lung health. Though early results are exciting, the model still needs further testing and validation. The team has made it available for free in numerous clinics to ensure it stands up in the real world. That's it for this episode. Tune into This Week in Healthcare Tech next week for the latest news, and don't forget to like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Thanks for joining me. Until next time.